Today I'll be giving my thoughts on the pre-beta kits of the new form of March 7th, also known as Evernight. There has been some doom posting about it already, but let's see if it's actually bad or secretly good. Remember, this is just a V0 kit, so there will be changes. Unless your name is Phainon, then you stay shit for the whole beta cycle. But before that, let me introduce you to the best platform for recharging Stellar Jades, LD Shop. On LD Shop, you can purchase Stellar Jades at an extremely cheap rate compared to in-game. Using LD Shop, you can save up to 33% or even more when recharging your Honkai Star Rail accounts. Today, I'll be buying this Jade pack that only costs $39.35 compared to the in-game price of $50. All you need to do is give LD Shop your account's UID and region, send your payment, and the Stellar Jades will be sent straight to your account in less than a minute. On top of that, if you recharge up to $80 in a month, you can get a supply pass for free straight from the website, which can be treated as another $5 discount on any purchase. Even if you use VPN method, you can never get a cheaper price than LD Shop with the free supply pass. There's no reason to not use this website. People who say there are risks to doing this are complete idiots that don't know how it works. I swear on my channel's integrity that you will not be banned or scammed. Don't forget to register using my link in the description for an extra 15% off coupon. I hope you would recharge on this website after registering using my link because that's the best way to support my channel as YouTube's ad revenue is genuinely horrendous. Anyways, Evernight seems to be another remembrance character, and just like Castorice, she's a HP scaler. Her kit shows a lot of ways to action advance her and her memo sprite, alongside playing around her killing memo sprite like how Castorice does it. This is a good sign because it shows flexibility in her kits and also shows that there will be quite a few ways to optimize her gameplay. The more flexible the action order is, the better the character will turn out usually. Different ways of self-advance is always a good sign in any kits. Just look at Zila's basic attack, for example, which allowed for her to do a perpetual combo in Pure Fiction and the recent Apocalyptic Shadow. The worst thing that could possibly happen to her character is having a fixed action order with 0 ways of manipulation, making them brain dead. It's a good thing that Evernight does not fall under that category. A lot of people have been saying that she's tied to Castorice, and Castorice alone, because of her frequent action involving healing and killing Memo Sprite, but I don't think that's the case at all. Just like March 7th's Hunt form before her, she'll be able to function just fine as a main DPS instead of just being for Castorice. Like how March 7th was able to consistently outperform Firefly despite being a facial support. A vast majority of Evernight's kits is focused on self-damage with very few buff and debuff, just like Hunt 7th. So, unlike Jiaoqiu and Cyrene before her, she'll be able to function as a main DPS, making her closer to what Anaxa is for Thirda. The main issue people have is with Evernight's Trace that restores her energy whenever a Memo Sprite is summoned or disappears, because only Castorice can consistently summon and destroy Memo Sprites. They overlook that Evernight herself also does that quite frequently, and depending on how it's coded, resummoning without destroying may also count towards the Trace. It's a Trace with synergy with another character, but it isn't a trace that cannot be activated by itself. Therefore, there's no issue with it, honestly. I honestly feel that Castorice deserves an actual support anyways, not just using Thirda's leftover. After all, she is one of, if not the hardest DPS I had to optimize, which means she's deserving to be a great DPS. After all, as you all know, a good DPS's value lies on how much they can reward the player for their efforts, as that's the only thing that should matter. The best DPSs should always be those that require extreme optimization and rewards the player for doing so. Brain-dead ones that require no effort can never be good. Otherwise, the player becomes worthless and the game becomes useless. So, in that case, you're not playing the game is playing you. A good example of this is Phainon. With Evernight, assuming she'll get even more buffs in the beta, the chances of her replacing Tribby in Castorice's team is really high, which is a genuinely good thing because Tribby, right now, is the most contested support, meaning having a second team that doesn't need Tribby and still works in every mode while specializing in AS is an insane commodity. Evernight replacing Tribby will also fulfill the prophecy laid out in this planner ornament sets, which requires 8 members on the team, meaning Castorice, Evernight, RMC, and Hyacine. Honestly, I have high hopes for this unit. A sub DPS with main DPS capabilities while also being the support for one of the best DPS is pretty neat. She also has a nice facial profile. That's all for today, and I'll see you in the next one.